Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Alex, and welcome to Into the Word. And by the time you see this, it will be the Eve of Christmas. Something beautiful to look forward to, yes, the next day. I was wondering what to share with you, and I realized there's something, a lot of messages in the time of Christmas. But I would like to share with you something that happened to me when I was a late teens. My family is about 9 of us, including me, 9. And I remember this one Christmas. I think it was about 3 days before Christmas. In fact, it was about 6 days before Christmas. My mother, and my father and mother, we didn't have much money and things like that. So my mother told me, why don't you go and work for my eldest sister's husband. Alright, his name is Patrick, and maybe he'll give you some money because you're helping him out in his job. So I said, okay, it was a very good idea. So I went there and I worked for 3 days. Now Patrick was the one who used to work for Dunlop doing the tires. Okay. Now at the end of the tire there's a rim, a very hard rim, both sides of the tire, right? That is what he makes. And then when he gives it to Dunlop, they fuse it with the balance of the rubber and it becomes a tire. So at that time, maybe 70s, 80s, I think 80s, and I was working on there for him just for 3 days, just to get money for Christmas. It was something of a tradition, to have maybe a shirt, at least minimum a shirt or a pants, or if possible even shoes, so that would be great. But just to have something new to mark the occasion. And because it's a tradition, it was something that I really look forward to. So there I was working for him for the 3 days. And when it was time to send the product to Dunlop, we all got in the car, and I remember going in there getting excited and things like that. Now just to let you know, my brother-in-law, as much as he can make, that's what he'll be paid for. Okay, as much as he'll make, he'll be paid for. And he could get easily, at that time, in the year 80s or early 80s, you can get at least about $3,000 a week. That's right, a week. So there we were all excited, all of us sat in the car, all the things put in the booth, ready to roll. When we reached Dunlop PJ, the plant was closed. And when they asked the security what happened, they said, no, Dunlop closed for Christmas 2 days ago. And there was my brother-in-law, and he did not know what to do. Okay, so disappointed. My brother-in-law had 3 kids, and we all just went back, and then he said, okay, never mind, he'll send me back. So after dropping his kids, he took me down to Petaling Street. And he went to one place where there were a lot of cut cloths, and he asked me to pick one cloth. So I picked one black one, have as a pants, and he bought it for me. Then he sent me home and he gave me $10. This is for you. Now I had $10 and a piece of cloth, unstitched cloth, and was just about, by that time, 2 or 3 days before Christmas. And I didn't know what to do. And I felt miserable. Because there was 9 of them, okay, minus me is 8 of them at home. And 8 of them were preparing for Christmas. They were cooking, they were changing the curtains, they were changing the cushion covers, mopping the floor, doing up the tree and everything and all that. Of course, the tree would have been there, but touch up and things like that. And I realized that there are 2 things that I realized. One is that, later on I realized, that to have this tradition is really good. It would be nice if you can afford it. But it's not important. It is not important. The shirt is not important. The pants, the shoes, nothing is important. That is what I realized. Because I was missing actually the actual Christmas, which is the most important reason is Christ coming into our lives, and being with family. That was what I forgot. That is what I missed. Being with my brothers and sisters and doing all the funny stuff, fixing the lights and all that for the tree. That is the main thing that I miss so much. And I realized that Christmas is a time of togetherness. Christmas is a time of thanksgiving. To be grateful for God for whatever that you have, whatever that you receive, So even despite the fact that I didn't have a shirt and all that, and it was one of the most miserable Christmas I have ever remembered, and I never forget it. But later on I realized, no, it's family. It's being with someone, maybe just one person. It could be a spouse, could be a spouse and your children, could be your own, parents, brothers, sisters, what, depending on how big you are, how small your family is. But that is what Christmas is. Being with family, doing things together, even though you may not have a lot of money. Yes, maybe you can't even cook fantastic things, but it is doing it together as a family. That is fantastic. So my dear brothers and sisters, I'd like to encourage you this Christmas. I know maybe it's a bit too late, now it's 24th. By the time you hear the sharing, maybe a bit too late. But I ask you and I urge you to be grateful for this Christmas. That's just one thing I ask you to do. Be thankful that the Lord came. Because if you really look at it, He came for you. That's right. Just for you. And isn't it beautiful for God to come just for you? So my dear brothers and sisters, please learn to be grateful this Christmas. And do yourself another favor. Reach out to someone. You may not like that person. It could be even a sibling also. And you may have problems with the sibling, or the siblings may have given you problem. Not you. But you go out and reach this person. Make peace. Just call them up. Say hello. Better still go and visit them. And just say, I just come just to want to wish you personally a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's all. I know what we have between each other. But I think let's put it aside. And let's try and go for it. This Christmas be a real Christmas. A different Christmas. Is it possible to do? I think you can. It's not impossible. For the gift, the greatest gift that was given unto you today, you are going to give your gift, which is the gift of forgiveness. Forgiveness, the gift of love, the gift of peace, bringing peace into other people's life. On behalf of Into the Word, I would like to wish all of you a very blessed, a very holy Christmas. And I pray that you will make not a New Year's resolution, because our resolution doesn't belong to New Year. Our resolution belongs to the Lord. So I urge you to make a Christmas resolution. Make it with God. And then try and stick to it. And if you fall short, ask the Lord to pick you up. Continue the race. Okay? So let it be a Christmas resolution. No more New Year resolution. Praise God. I'd like to thank you for listening to this. Listen to all of us in our sharing of Into the Word. And I urge you, if you can, get more friends to come and listen to Into the Word, or if not any other one, that you know very well that can benefit them, and maybe give them a hope, give them a new spark in their life. Alright? Let this be a spark for you. Thankfulness, gratefulness, joy, peace be with you all. Blessed Christmas.